Boss, yes, no problem. You are the boss. Boss label for you.
You know that in Bombay, no?
Right?
USA, you know, no?
Yeah, United Sindhi Association.
No.
Ulhasnagar.
Ulhasnagar Sindhi Association.
Ulhasnagar Sindhi. Made in USA, Ulhasnagar Sindhi Association.
President of,
The president is
the
sitting
king
there.
of the USA is here. So that's what it is. So when the realization comes, there is this consciousness is operating at a tremendously unbelievable higher level. We have to dissolve our ego, and yet we are part of it. We are also manifestation of the same consciousness. We have to realize this whatever experiences we have in the outside world, we have to realize at a very subtle level. One, the outside world is anitya. We have to realize that. But what is nitya? What is permanent? Our interaction with this changing world is permanent. From moment to moment to moment, the objects change. Subject stays the same. But even at the subject level, we are changing. We don't realize that. But the interaction between the two is going to stay there as long as we live. Right? So subject and the object. And the interaction is a beautiful word he puts down as predicate. The predicate is the experience. The subject, object, and the predicate. Everything is consciousness. Two subjects may be sitting there. Two objects may be sitting there. If there is no interaction, nothing happens. Sansar is not created by being objects. Then there are only two objects. Until there is a subject and the object, the interaction, and the interaction has to be there for the experience of the sansar. So that experience itself requires awareness. This space being just a space, a vacuum, is not consciousness. Imagine the vacuum with awareness. So we can talk about it, but we can experience awareness only when we go in samadhi. When you start feeling, you start becoming aware of your awareness. That awareness is the key thing, is the consciousness. That makes it a house, a home. Right? The whole consciousness of the whole world is full of awareness. And that awareness is the key thing for
Not
the whole
the
thing.
possessions.
No, not the possessions. There is nothing to possess because it's an interaction. It's going to keep on changing. Person right next to you, object right next to you, animal right next to you. It's just going to keep changing. The fleeting moments which are there in front of you is for you to cherish, enjoy, and not possess. Because it's going to go on anyway. You cannot possess anything. So anitya bhavana and whatever you think you possess is also going to go. So as soon as we realize that and we walk around with that bhavana, what do? You can't keep running after it, so that mind becomes crazy because you're going after every single thing. You want to possess this and that. The only when you realize that every single thing, including your breath, including your awareness that ties me with the rest of the world, is also consciousness. There is nothing else. You are at the stage of dharana. Pratyahara automatically happens because you realize the futility of all these things to possess. If you don't want to possess anything, what are the senses for? Just to enjoy. You enjoy and you move on. So your withdrawal of senses automatically happens. And once that happens, what is left? You are on the next step into dharana. So dhyan is where you still go inside. But dharana is even the next step, that whenever you do experience outside experience, it's still consciousness. So you start seeing consciousness everywhere. And then samadhi, where you realize that uselessness of the ego. There is no need for ego. That's the highest. So with that bhavana, one bhavana alone can put us into stratosphere. You walk around all day long, and sometimes you have that experience, right? The other day, me and Pradeep, we had amazing experience. Like we were just running, and then you can't explain. And I told my wife, I said, all day long you feel like nothing touches you.
Yeah, right.
It lasts for a day or two, or sometimes even half an hour. But that's an amazing feeling. You're walking on clouds. You're walking above everything for no reason. And
That's growth.
yeah, you're growing.
The only way you can define is it's a growth.
Yes, and you
And
cannot.
nobody else you can describe.
Right. That's what we were talking about the sunrise this morning. I said, I can put in 10,000 words essay on this picture, but until I'm there,
You're not gonna.
I can't share it with you. You have to be there. And that every single breeze that moves, the grass had grown, had a beautiful seed pods on the top, like a brownish,
Right.
and the sun was shining at an angle. It was nice, cool, 55 degrees, total clarity, zero humidity,
Right.
and few clouds running around bright, and the dark trees on one side, on everything. But it's still just words, Until you are there, you
Right.
can't have it. So experience is the only way we can. So with Anitya Bhavana, you have to remember whatever you have is not going to last forever. So they give an example of, so Jin Chandra Maharaj gives an example of very rich guy who was in Morbi, and for a long time back there was a big flood in Morbi.
Machu Dam.
Machu Dam had broken, right?
Yep.
So he,
Pradeep Bhai must be knowing better than me. He belongs to that area.
right, so they said they used to attend this series on Shanti Sudaras all the time, and they were continuously, he says, Jindra Chandra Maharaj, sometimes he had come and complained to Jindra Maharaj, says, okay, Anitya Bhavana, we understand that, can we move on? Why do you have to keep on hammering again and again and again for days and days? And when are you going to go to the next Bhavana?
I asked the same question.
So when is the Anitya Bhavana lecture is going to end, become Anitya? So Jin Chandra
See,
Maharaj,
that is the real test of growth.
right? your endurance.
When you are in everything is okay, no questions are required.
No question. So you enjoy whatever is here, right?
You are not in the moment.
Right. So this famous guy, he was a very rich business guy and had a lot of possessions, and then what happened was a big flood came in, and they literally saw all their possessions being wiped off, and then including their cars and everything.
It's a true story.
It is
This
a
one
true
is
story. Yeah. So after everything was over, and he comes back to Jin Chandra Maharaj, the series was still going on.
Yeah.
Not Anitya Bhavana, he had moved on to different, but they say we really appreciate, because when it was happening, we were on the top floor of that house and we saw everything. So my wife says, remember, Jin Chandra Maharaj said, even this is not going to last. Whatever you have, possessions can go.
Kasuj Kayam Reon.
Nothing is going to last forever. And then he actually literally made billboards. He says, we have them ready. Put it in, hang it on the walls. Nothing is going to last forever. Do not have ego on any of your possessions, because that can fail you. And including people. People are going to give you, backstab you, whatever is going to happen, intentionally or unintentionally. They're going to live your life at some point or the other. Do not get upset. Do not lose your steadiness of your mind. The Shant Sudaras is going to come only if you believe firmly that whatever is around you cannot last forever.
I tell you,
So even the
live
bad
session-
times are good.
Bad times cannot last, because the same thing, this is my take on the material things. Because I always say that every material thing has to go through 4 stages: birth, growth, decay, and death.
Srishti Sthiti life.
4, right. So 4 stages are absolute must, right?
What's the
So-
third one?
Birth, growth, decay, and death, right? So now all these 4 stages has to happen to any material thing, right? Objects, people, stones, whatever. So whatever is created by it also has to go the same stage: birth, growth, decay, and death. So bad times or the good times has to change. If it doesn't change, there is something wrong.
I tell you, in a live conference, somebody asked Guruji that I have everything in life.
Right.
I'm very happy. There is no desire that I should have something. Why should I still know this knowledge?
Right,
So he gave a very beautiful
Uh-huh.
answer, and I tell you, it is engraved in my mind.
right, right.
He says, whatever you have can be taken away.
Yes.
Whatever you
You
are,
are cannot
be taken away.
Exactly. And whatever you are, you can feel it inside. Every time you meditate,
No certificate is required.
nothing
for
is
that.
required. So for you to know what you are, you need to meditate. And when you meditate, you drop the whole world. You transcend your mind, your thoughts, desires. But it's going to be easier for you to go deeper into meditation if you remember and have that anitya bhavana. So when you really firmly believe whatever is outside is transient, why am I wasting my time on it? Whatever I have, bank balance, money, whatever, is going to be taken away. People are going to be taken away. Relationships are going to be taken away. So what do I have need for any of these things? So I'm happy with myself. And yet, the existence that you have cannot be taken away. The feeling, the awareness that you have. So when you start going deeper, that's the state, and that's your own. That no one can take it away.
I tell you a recent example. One of my friend, he is in printing business. At the age of 49, he bought a factory of I think around $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
And next day there was inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
And day before, he died of heart attack.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
What he created, you can imagine.
Sure.
He came in this country illegally.
Right, right.
And from there he grew to buy a
Sure.
factory of 3 million.
Right,
In fact,
right.
he was the guy who gave me my first order on my business.
Wow.
Now,
Is that?
I tell you, he had just breathlessness
Wow. It's a
when
massive
he
heart
was
attack.
admitted in Englewood Hospital.
Right, right, right.
And they say he's fine. We are about to discharge him.
Wow.
In 15 minutes, while he was being discharged, he died there in the hospital itself.
Time failed them.
Yeah. 49, I'm telling you, 49.
He had put too much faith on the time. The time will fix me.
Ah,
Time
and-
will listen.
અને આપણા સ્વામિનારાયણનો આપણા એમનો જબરજસ્ત ભગત આપણા
Right, right,
અપુ
right.
શું એમના
Pramukh Swami
પ્રમુખ સ્વામી.
does not guarantee.
Oh, no, I'm telling you, તમે અનિત્ય ભાવના માટે આ બેસ્ટ એક્ઝામ્પલ
Right.
છે. Just happened 2 weeks back.
Wow. There is a equivalent version of an ancient example.
Who is this visitor?
So there is a similar example of how possessions can fail you. He's talking about Raja Bharat, right? They're talking about, Jim Chandra Maharaj is talking about that. See, Raja Bharat, was a Chakravarti. He won over the 6 continents. See, this is the true story. And after whom the Bharat was named. So he wins over 6 continents. And they say, the legend says that a chakra will be produced in his armamentarium, the armory. When you go to back, once you finalize your final battle, you win the 6th continent, you come back into your armory, and chakra will be produced. And it did. So he walked into that, a chakra is produced. And then he becomes official Chakravarti. And from then there is a special mountain you have to go and inscribe your name. And there are all the Chakravartis have to go there, and a Ratna, a special diamond kind of thing, will be again produced on your throne. So he comes to him. And then he climbs the mountain on his own, and then on the top of the mountain you have to put down your name with the Ratna. Now he does that. He goes there, and he finds the Shila, or the stone where he has to put down his name. There is no room. There are so many Chakravartis have happened many years over the period of time. So he says, what do? I became a Chakravarti not for nothing, so I have to put my name down. He removes one of the names, and then suddenly he has a realization, and he starts crying. He says, after all these things, I'm removing somebody's name who has gone through the same struggle that I went through.
Correct.
And I'm removing his name now. It was just a name.
That's realization.
And someday, somebody is going to remove my name too. So how transient and how fickle all these achievements are. So once we realize our ego starts diminishing, and we're talking about not $3 million factory or $1 million bank balance or big house, nothing. Those things don't mean nothing. At a small level, he was a Chakravarti. He was an owner of the 6 continents. And he realizes that this is all useless. He gives it up and walks away from his throne. So, we are good in time?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, so
9:20.
We have that watch.
No, sorry.
9:18.
Let me do it right now.
So we're good, right?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we
have
good.
10 minutes.
Yeah, we good.
Okay. All right.
You can continue.
Yeah, I'm beyond time. So.
Yeah.
Now, what is the
I will
reason?
simply take more time. That's what I say. Right? I'm not going to worry.
So, what is the main reason that keeps on drawing us into the material things now? It's the rag and the dvesh. Being in a rag state or a dvesh state. Rag is attachment, Dvesh is walking away from it. Something that bothers you.